I'm a professor of immunology at Imperial College London, but I'm also the college's lead for schools outreach and public engagement and community engagement. Imperial College, as you're all aware, is focused on science, technology, medicine and business. So we're very, very techy, and I'm a scientist, and I love science. I'm absolutely passionate about science for its own value, but also I'm passionate about making science accessible to everybody. I've always been interested in science, and indeed at school I got better grades for science, which is sort of motivating. So that's how I ended up coming to a university to study science. And when I was an undergraduate, I really became absolutely fascinated by the complexity of the immune system. And at that time, which was, as you'll appreciate, quite a long time ago, there was rather little known actually about the immune system, which made it very, very attractive for somebody like me to investigate. Over the intervening decades, my research has really been all about understanding not viruses, not bacteria, not vaccination, but why sometimes the immune system actually goes wrong and creates a disease in its own right, things like diabetes and rheumatoid arthritis. And we use many different systems to study immunity. And in fact, most recently, we're using transparent zebrafish, tiny little fish, tropical fish, so that we can watch actually the molecules and the cells that are involved in immunity. I think it's really become so apparent over the last couple of years that science and innovation are necessary to move our society forward. And we see this in everyday life, not the least of which has been the COVID pandemic, but also tackling major problems like climate change. And skills in science and technology are certainly in increasing demand. But the challenge we face is that too many people, young and old, are actually being left behind and not accessing the kind of science that we all around this room no doubt are. It's only got worse as well during the pandemic. You know, we see in schools the science learning is deficient or lacking, just in terms of everyday life. But about 5 years ago, we were given a once-in-a-life opportunity, really, to come and develop and lead a whole new programme of community engagement in the White City area. And so many people from college, including some colleagues here this evening, were involved in developing this, and it's just been such an incredible experience. Our aim has been really to develop relationships and understanding with local residents and groups, and really to try and support the development of an inclusive ecosystem in innovation. The whole campus has changed beyond all recognition since we first started our work here, and all of the companies and the activity that's going on in Scale Space is something that we would just love to get our hands on, actually. And we have been on a really incredible journey with residents and partners, co-creating a whole range of different community programs that respond to local priorities. And I actually see at least one person here this evening that's benefited from some of the programs that we've been running. And the programs are for people from all age groups, all walks of life. We have family science learning to help and for whole families. That's why it's family science. And then we have programs to help more elderly residents perhaps get used to using their mobile phones and iPads and so on in a way that they can connect with their families and grandchildren. None of this would actually happen if it weren't for our amazing staff and students at Imperial who get very engaged in this community work. But we're always looking for more people to get involved in delivering the programs that our neighbours want. And that's one of my hopes of tonight, that we will find people here that are willing to help with our community's engagement to support, in particular, the youth in the area. So our community engagement hub is the Invention Rooms. It's a rather strange-looking building with shiny blue glass windows and red brick, but you can't miss it once you've found it. And we have just a unique environment there with a variety of different spaces, community spaces, and including a fully equipped maker space with equipment including everything right from sewing machines, glitter, glue, through to 3D printers, laser cutters, and so on. And the idea is that young people can come in and prototype their ideas and turn their ideas into reality. I think, for me, one of the most exciting programs that we run is the 14 to 18-year-old program, the Maker Challenge program. So this is for young people in the tri-boroughs, actually, who come along for a 12-week course of after-school and weekend activity where they learn how to use all the equipment in the makerspace, supported by our students and staff. They also get a crash course in business skills, including coding, and it's just incredible, actually, to see the change that these students undergo when they come into an environment where they can just do whatever they want to. And a lot of them come from difficult backgrounds, from disadvantaged backgrounds, maybe don't have a great learning experience in schools, and suddenly this all kind of disappears, and like a butterfly, they emerge as confident young people with incredible ideas. Since we opened the Invention Rooms, we have supported around 1,000 young people on our intensive maker programs, but we've also supported thousands more young people and families through the wider public engagement program that we run there, and so that they can all access science and technology and medicine and understand why it's important in everyday lives and how they can take benefit from it. Some of the students have gone on to study at Imperial, while others have gone on to further education, apprenticeships, other universities, or really great jobs. So what I hope I've managed to illustrate here is in White City is that science is for everyone. It takes a bit of imagination and creativity to ignite the flame of curiosity that's within all of us and bring it to life. And I think at this kind of event we see so much of that creativity, and I'd love for you to share it with some of the young people in the local area. So our mission for the future really is to support even more young people in the community and create a pathway of opportunity in science and technology from the early years right through to adulthood. And we aim to make White City, this area, the world's first truly inclusive innovation district. It's a big goal, it's a massive goal. We need your help to do that. I think we've got off to an incredible start, but to make it go further, we just need the help of everyone in the room tonight. We need your help to ensure that young people can find work experience and opportunities to further develop their skills, build their careers in the amazing companies that you have created in White City. Maybe you can sponsor some of these programs, or the young people themselves, or indeed co-create new programs with us, with our neighbours and students. So if this is exciting to you, if this is what you would like to do, if you would like to support the community in which you're now working, please do come and talk to me, because we need more help. We need more opportunities for the young people that are so deserving in our community. Thank you.